When we talk greatest test player of all time, one name that quickly pops up is Donald Bradman. With 29 centuries, 7,000 runs, and an average of 99.94, the highest ever recorded, it's no wonder why he's considered a great. But what if I told you that Donald Bradman might actually be very overrated? Now, one of the things that makes Donald Bradman such a special player is his average of 99.94. In fact, the next highest average is more than 30 runs behind his. His average is so praised and renowned that it was even on the Australian citizenship test until 2008. But one of the biggest arguments against Donald Bradman is the lack of variety in the opponents that he faced. Now, in his 20-year career, Bradman played against England, India, South Africa, and the West Indies. But all of these matches were played in either England or Australia. Because of this, there was sort of a lack of variety. As well as this, many of the players in that era, such as Jack Hobbs or W.G. Grace, had careers well over 10 years, which would mean that Bradman will be playing a lot of the same people and sort of know what to expect. Donald Bradman played between World War I and World War II, and in this sort of post-war, pre-war era, cricket wasn't really as athletic as it is today, or as professional. Another thing that we might have to question is the quality of the opponents that Bradman was playing against, because back then, bowling and fielding weren't nearly up to the standard that they are today. Another thing that we can question is the fitness standards and fielding tactics. Although there was a ball by Harold Larwood in this period that reached up to 154.5 kilometers per hour, the average top speed of bowlers in this period was closer to 130 kilometers per hour, which when we compare that to today, especially as cricket is evolving, we can see a lot more players having to deal with a plethora of bowlers that can bowl 140 on average. And then you also have how fielding's changed and players are a lot more athletic on the field, which gives us catches like this. These same shots would have been guaranteed boundaries back in Bradman's time, which would give him these frequent high scores. What's more, maybe not on average, but nowadays we can still see players, even with a multitude of pitches to play on, even with a multitude of opponents, even with bowlers bowling 140 consistently, even with high fielding standards, players are still outperforming Donald Bradman. Now, all this being said, Donald Bradman is still a legend of the game and an extremely talented player. It's just that this talent might not have produced as many runs if he had to play like players today, where they have to face a variety of different opponents and play in countries all around the world where pitches might be very different compared to how they are at your home country. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and as always, make sure to subscribe.